Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Saturday Slam, and I gotta get you caught up on what we've got coming for you this week. First and foremost, live in action tonight, you are going to see one and only Nature's Fury, JC Thunder himself, in singles competition. The marquee matchup for tonight, we've got tag team action on the way. Rising Stars, Andy and Cameron, XWC students, taking on the tag team of best friends, Bully Smasher, Shannon Reed, and Jay Savage. That one's going to be a hard-hitting one. But there's something even bigger I want to get you caught up on, and that's the Tournament of Excellence. The bracket has been filled out. You see the names coming down now. Let me get you caught up on how everybody got in there. First and foremost, the Marksman. He went up against Andy, and with two huge pile drivers, he was able to put the big student away. Pinfall victory for the Marksman, secures his spot in the tournament. Moving right down to the next bracket spot, we have El Diablo. He went up against XWC student Peyton with a huge Swanton bomb. He was able to secure his spot in the tournament. But however, that creates an issue for El Diablo because now he is lined up one-on-one with the Marksman. That is our first quarterfinal matchup in the Tournament of Excellence, folks. El Diablo and the Marksman. That one is going to be something huge. We've seen them go at it before in exhibition, but this one's going to have a lot more stakes involved. Let's move on to the next spot. Alan Jones went up against Angel Shea, faking a knee injury to get the upper hand, was able to squeeze in a schoolboy, a quick roll-up, and Alan Jones steals his way into the tournament. However, the Clay Huna went up against the big monster Mason, able to hit the huge leg drop bulldog, was able to get the big man down for the 3 count. I think that's the first time we've seen that happen. Clay Huna secures himself into the Tournament of Excellence. That means the Prodigy, Alan Jones, will be taking on the big Clay Huna in a quarterfinal matchup. That one is going to be a hard-hitting one for sure. Let's move on down the tournament bracket. Next one in, Money Marte went up against XWC student Shannon Jr. And with an STF lock and a deep hold, he got the tap out, and Marte sank himself into the tournament with that one. Cash it in the bank. Tobias Storm going up against Angel Shea in a second chance opportunity match. Tobias putting her away with a huge jackhammer and able to secure his spot into the tournament. That means quarterfinal matchup set in stone. It is Money Marte going up against Tobias Storm. Each of these guys fresh out of the presses of the XWC, and they're looking to make a name for themselves. This tournament's the place to do it. We have one more match to get set up. Daniel Maxon and the student Adrian. A low blow where the referee couldn't see. Daniel Maxon turns him over for a quick pinfall, and he steals his way into the tournament with a low blow. On the other spot, Shylin went up against Hard Luck Hal Rogers. Maxon tried to distract Shylin. Ended up costing Hal Rogers his chance in the tournament. Shylin with that Cobra clutch gets the tap out and secures her spot. That means in the quarterfinals, it will be Daniel Maxon and Shylin going head-to-head. Maxon hoping to get revenge for his tutor, who unfortunately for him, lost his spot. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the tournament right here. These 8 competitors will be vying to become the Season of Excellence champion. Who's going to come out on top? We're going to have to watch. Let's get on down to the ring, though. We've got some exhibition competition. Shannon Jr. making his way out to the ring now. We saw him a few weeks ago in action against Money Marte in that qualifier matchup. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to get it done there. We saw him recently tag teaming up with Alan Jones. He's been looking to kind of find a mentor, find a partner to help himself along. And whether you want to agree with it or not, Shannon has attached himself to the Prodigy, looking to move himself up that ladder. And ladies and gentlemen, there he is, the legend of Kansas Wrestling himself, Nature's Fury, JC Thunder, live and in person inside the Extreme Wrestling Center. And he's found himself Shannon Jr. shades, looking pretty good on him, I must say. Now, of course, the last time we saw JC Thunder was KCXW Unleashed in that KC Championship match against the Marksman. We ended up going to a draw. Thunder requesting 5 more minutes. Got it, and that's when Marksman turned the corner and hit him with the belt. forfeiting his title, vacating the belt away just to make sure JC Thunder couldn't get his hands on it. And now Thunder looking to knock off a little bit of rust here in the ring as he starts himself on his path to get ready for Destiny. Huge push by JC Thunder, and Shannon Jr. goes down, but Jr.'s right up and right back down again. You gotta give the kid credit. He's got heart. Able to fire JC Thunder in the corner with momentum, firing a number of blows over and over again. Forearms and chops, trying to stun the big man Thunder, but he's not getting a lot doing, and tries to throw Nature's Fury. That's not gonna work. Ducks down for the spine buster. Shannon Jr. saw it coming though. High boot. And that's about it though. JC Thunder able to recollect himself, and just like that, Junior goes down with a vicious clothesline, followed up with a heavy body slam. And the young student has found himself in a world of trouble right here. Second body slam, and down goes Junior with a hard thud. Thunder asking the crowd if they want to see one more. And I think they will. Huge slam, and down goes Junior. Rocketing back up off of the mat. You know that's got to sting as quick as he was moving. And now Thunder's got him trapped up in the corner. Huge chop across the chest, and Junior is welcome to the wrestling business with a hard chop from JC Thunder. Second chop across the chest, and Junior is probably questioning his life choices at this moment. Oh, one to the top of the back, and down goes the young gun.
I know, but still, he has no need.
Crawling his way up JC Thunder. He's still fighting. You gotta give Shannon Jr. credit. He is not a quitter, even in the face of unsurmountable odds. Thunder coming in hot. Huge clothesline crushes Junior in the corner. I think he's being held up by sheer will and friction at this point. Nope, Junior got the boot up and was able to put a stop to Thunder. A quick little stunning blow. Going for a double axe handle, and Thunder's got him caught. He's in the wrong spot. Oh, huge spine buster. Thunder slam, and that one's gonna do it, folks. 3 count goes to JC Thunder, and I don't think it was very much in doubt at any single point. Give the credit to the kid. He came in fighting, but JC Thunder in convincing fashion with that one, folks. Now, as he begins making his way back to the back, I want to take a moment to thank some of our sponsors. First and foremost, of course, the Extreme Wrestling Center. Phone number and website are right there. If you're looking to become a professional wrestler, this is the place to get started. Another one of our sponsors I want to make sure we mention, Safe Haven Fitness. Personal trainer Michelle Nicole is ready to get you in the best shape of your life and get you living your best life. Give that number right there a call. Talk to the head coach, Michelle Nicole, and let's get you started today. Absolutely. There's one more thing I got to let you know about. We dropped it earlier in the week. It's the KCXW 2022 Destiny t-shirt. Ladies and gentlemen, there's only one way to get it. Pre-order it when you buy your tickets. Where do you get your tickets? Right down there. kcxw.ticketspice.com/Destiny-2022. You need to get that shirt because there's only a limited supply and they are going to run out. I can guarantee that one for you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's marquee matchup time. Let's get rocking and rolling. First one making his way out is Shannon Reed. Now, of course, a little bit different marquee than what we normally do. This one is going to be a tag match. So not only do we have Shannon Reed, but we're going to have his buddy, his partner, his best friend, his accomplice, whatever you want to call him. The one, the only, and the incomparable, Jay Savage. Now, these two have been longtime friends, starting up together pretty much at the same time in the Extreme Wrestling Center, training and working their way up through the ranks, to the point to at one point in time, Jay Savage was a Metro champion. Shannon Reed was a KC champion. So these guys have walked the path from the bottom up to the top, and they've had each other's backs the entire way. And so only recently they've started teaming up together, but they've got chemistry, they've got timing, they know each other better than most people do after working for years. And now we see being accompanied by XWC student Stevie, Cameron and Andy, the Rising Stars. We've seen them team up at least once before against the Marksman and Jay Savage, rather. But they're hoping that slightly different pairing with Shannon Reed there might give them a little bit better luck than last time. I will say, we have seen Andy putting in the work at the Extreme Wrestling Center. We've seen him on Saturday Slams making those improvements. He has had big debuts recently in a couple of different places, showcasing what he can do. So Andy is not somebody that you want to take for granted at any point in time. And we've seen the athleticism of Cameron. We've seen the way he'll play the mind games in order to take the advantage. So even though we've got two former champions on one side, you can never count out a pair of XWC students anytime on Saturday Slam. Referee gets the bell rung, and we are underway with this marquee matchup. Jay Savage and Cameron getting started off. Savage quick to duck behind, using his stature to beat the taller Cameron. Takes him down, trying to get the leg picked, can't quite get it, moves around to the wrist, and now taking control at the arm, starting to work his way back through, steals a headlock off of Cameron. And Jay Savage in control in the early goings, brings Cameron over for a quick and easy tag to the Bully Smasher. Referee letting them know that we've got to get moving along. Drop toe hold, and Shannon with the rollover. One count only on the Reed roll, though. A little too early to get things sealed right there. Cameron was able to get the shoulder up, but Reed firmly in control, as we're seeing that chemistry already come into play between Savage and Shannon. And Cameron quick to roll himself out after that back elbow. Looks like he might have caught it a little high in the mouth or something. Andy checking on him. And Shannon diving down off of the apron. Crashing down with a bear hug type attack. Bringing both of them to the floor. Andy did not have his base look like. And Shannon Reed standing tall and alone in the center of the ring, as the Rising Stars try to collect themselves after that avalanche attack. Cameron slowly making his way back into the ring and right back out again. And here's what I was talking about before. The mind games starting. Cameron trying to get a call on a tooth shot, but that's not anything that we call in wrestling. And now Cameron locking horns with the Bully Smasher. Maybe not the best idea, as he's pushed into the corner, and Savage and Shannon make another tag. Ooh, quick shot to the gut. Cameron goes down. Bulldog by Jay Savage. Pinning opportunity right here. Only gets two as Cameron gets the shoulder up. And thus far in this match, we've seen some pretty solid tag team work back and forth between those best buddies, Jay Savage and Shannon Reed. Suplex from Savage brings Cameron down. Rolls him back over. He's still got the hook. Number two. Savage kicks the hip, rolls him over one more time. Goes for the third, and Cameron's putting the brakes on. Huge shot to the gut, and Cameron's worked himself free. No Three Amigos today, as Cameron with a hard right shot to the jaw goes screaming over to the corner. And now Jay Savage trying to get to Andy, but he had to wait for him to get into the ropes. And Andy took advantage of that time break as he works Savage into the corner, and now just raining down heavy forearms across the chest. Referee trying to get them to come out of the corner as Savage begins firing back. Right hands over and over again. Ducks underneath Andy's clothesline. Goes for a belly-to-back suplex, but he can't get the lift. A couple of shots to the back. Gets Andy to bend a little lower. He got the leverage, and he got him turned over on a belly-to-back. 2 count, and Andy kicks out. Cameron was right there to break up the pin, though, and Savage quick to get to his feet to defend himself. Always have to keep your head on a swivel in a tag match. You never know when it can become a 2-on-1. As Savage slowly moves Andy into the corner and makes the tag for Shannon Reed to take over. That's another thing that these two have been very good about thus far. Reed and Savage are making quick and frequent tags, keeping a fresh guy in the ring as they continue to keep an unrelenting pace of offense on top of the Rising Star. Shannon Reed off the ropes now. Huge clothesline, but Andy's not going down. Second one gets it. And Reed drops the elbow right across the chest. Referee's right in position. Gets two, but Andy gets the shoulder up convincingly. And Andy is not ready to give this match up, despite the quick tags in and out by Savage and Reed. As they set up once again, send Andy to the ropes. Double back elbow sends the student down, and Savage is quick to go for the pin. Ref's in position. 2 count again as Andy gets the shoulder up. And they're throwing a lot of punishment down on this young student, but he is not keeping down. And Andy's able to get a hold of Savage, and with a quick throw using that power, just jams his head into the turnbuckle. And now Andy choking him out with the knee as he makes the tag to Cameron. Cameron's in position. Andy body slams Cameron right on top of Jay Savage. Ref there for the count, but Cameron only gets 2 after that. And you can see the frustration building there for Cameron. He knows that the longer this match goes, the harder it's going to be for him and Andy to pull it out. Now Cameron throwing heavy right hands on Jay Savage. Big boot to the chest puts Savage down. And now Cameron looks like he might be turning the corner on this match, as Savage has been on the receiving end of the majority of the offense now for the better part of a couple minutes between Cameron and Andy. Surfboard stretch applied, and you can see the pain as Cameron just tries to separate the rib cage, press the spine forward, just begin putting everything slightly out of whack. Savage gets his vertical base to take the leverage off. Able to get a wrist lock, sends Cameron across with the Irish whip. Huge clothesline puts Cameron down. Savage sees an opportunity, he's scrambling for a lock. And ooh, huge uppercut by Cameron breaks that clinch. And Savage only able to stay up because he caught hold of the ropes. And Cameron's got a plan. Nope. Oh! Cameron went for a throat chop, and Jay Savage saw it coming, dropped the elbow as soon as Cameron went down. I'll tell you, it's no different than any other sport. Tape study's important, and Jay Savage has obviously watched tape on Cameron. Double duck. Double up. Oh! Savage faking out Cameron with a back body drop attempt feint. Cameron scrambles over after a suplex, tries to get a pin. And Jay Savage now, he might be a little bit worse for wear on the way down from that suplex. And Cameron with a boot into the chest as he begins just raining those punches down on Savage. And now he's holding him in place, and Andy driving the hips right into Savage's face, smashing his head into that turnbuckle. And now Andy's looking like he's going to be using his size, rather. And now, yes, he's going to be putting the pressure down on Savage against the rope. Referee pleading with Andy to get off. And Savage gasping for air as Andy finally lets him away from the ropes. Andy comes crashing into the corner, though. Huge avalanche. Just crushes Jay Savage into the buckles. Now Andy bringing Savage back to the center. Jay trying to get some life in him, but Andy quick to shut that down. Trying for an Uranagi, but Savage was able to break himself free. Trying to work an arm bar, nothing doing as Andy just powers his way out. Another huge forearm to the side of the head, and Savage is dazed. And now Andy looking for the hook on the Uranagi again. Trying to get it, Savage fighting free. Now starting to throw some elbows, trying to create some separation. And Andy's able to get the lift, and he slams Savage down hard with the Uranagi. Huge splash from Andy. 2 count, but Savage gets the shoulder up. think that might have been some of the heaviest offense that Jay Savage has endured so far. Those were two very huge shots. The Nuranagi followed by a splash, but Savage trying to fight his way free. Huge jawbreaker puts Andy down, and Savage makes the tag to the fresh Shannon Reed. This is not a good spot for Andy. Once these two start working together, we've seen how it goes. Shannon Reed sends Andy off. Huge running forearm. Takes Cameron down off of the apron. Splash of his own. And Reed's not able to get the pin, rather. Andy got his shoulder up. 2 only for Shannon Reed. And Andy able to make the tag to Cameron. Shannon Reed quick to grab Cameron. Teardrop suplex dumps him on his head. And Shannon's calling for the finish, folks. He makes the tag over to Jay Savage. Cameron's being sent off the ropes by the both of them. Oh, double flapjack. Cameron goes down. Jay Savage with the pin. And that's gonna do it, folks. The Bully Smasher and Jay Savage, your victors tonight in tag team action. Once again, I want to throw the thank out to the XWC. I want to throw the thank you out to Safe Haven Fitness. Make sure you get your tickets for Destiny, folks, because it's coming in just a few short weeks. Make sure while you're there that you get your Destiny t-shirt ordered, because they will run out. That's going to be it for me, folks. Make sure you like and subscribe. We will see you next week at 7.